What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. So before I begin, I just want to let you guys know that this video will contain strong language. Now, I had no intentions on using profanity, and I'm still going to keep my profane language pretty low. But these guys cuss up a storm. I mean, they cuss up a storm. And it would take me a good 6 hours to bleep and edit all of the profane words they're saying out of the video. So I was like, if I'm not gonna get paid for the video, meaning I'm going to purposely demonetize it because YouTube would not monetize it anyway, then let me just go ahead and show it as is. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know that yes, if you are listening to this video around kids, if you're listening around elders or anyone who's super religious or sensitive to profane language, you may want to go ahead and turn it off now and then come back and check the video out when it's a little safer for you to listen to it by yourself, because it is some harsh language in here. Okay, and the second thing is that I'm not going to leave a link to the channel, nor will I even talk about the channel. I mean, if you do some investigative work, I'm sure you'll find it, but I'm not gonna put the channel on blast because it's really small. It's a very, very, very small podcast channel. They don't even really have that many subscribers, and it's pretty low views. So I don't believe in beating up small channels like this. So and not only that, but they invited these clowns onto their show and interview them. So I listened to it because one of the taters gave me the link and said, "Oh, Tree, you need to listen to this." And when I listened to it, you know, saying, I was like, oh my God, these guys do not know how to shut up. But that's not the part that got me. Like, they're going to Dox Alex Jones, and they actually say it. I'm not, you know how sometimes you just read into things. No. They actually said they're going to put out his address and his phone number, where he lives, all because he went against them. And then the guys who owned the podcast said, well, did he actually put out your information? He's like, no, the Proud Boys. This video is a train wreck like all their videos. Now, the video is like over 14 minutes long, so I'm not going to go through the entire video, but we're going to look at some parts of it. But we definitely going to get to the part where they threatened to dox Alex Jones. So let's go ahead and listen.
Number one, we have nothing to hide. Number two, it was like we had this adaptive athlete shoot that Evan designed that he's so excited about. He's like, well, shit, come talk about this. Like, that we were bringing out all these amputees that have now gotten into. Yeah. So it was like, hey, our thought process wasn't essentially like, yeah, the New York Times sucks. Like, their business model is controversy and sinking fucking ships that they can.
But yet and still, you dummies allowed the devil into your home and did an interview with them. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of them saying, well, there's a big platform, what we gonna do? That's like, I would never give a big platform that is out to get me an actual one-on-one interview. So you guys are low IQ for just doing that alone.
And getting everybody can, and getting people to fucking fight. And the statements that a lot of people are mad about, Evan was making from a direct question that was, what do you think about the people you lost as customers back in November when the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing hit? And man, from our perspective, like, again, changing that perspective, we faced crazy attacks from Proud Boy factions. They were incredibly racist and anti-Semitic. I mean,
this is a lie too, all right? Because am I proud? First of all, I'm a woman, all right? And women can't join Proud Boys. I was the #1 person against you guys. You gonna ignore me? What about other people that were not part of the Proud Boys? So now look at what these fools are still doing. They're still calling the Proud Boys a fascist, racist group, when the Proud Boys have Jewish men, have black men, Latin, Hispanic men. So, like, how are they a fascist, racist, white supremacist group? So, do you see how these guys were always leftists? And I caught a lot of hell for going against them back in November. Are you trying to say I'm a Proud Boy? Are you trying to say I'm fascist? Everybody who hates them is fascist. Everybody who hates them is white supremacist. Everybody who hates them is a racist. They are just the biggest lefties I have ever seen in my freaking life.
Got plenty of screenshots and videos of the coordinated attacks going in on Telegram and all this shit.
So like Signal, Telegram, all over the place. Yeah.
There was this giant, and before that, I want to also paint the picture. Prior to the incident that happened in November, I used to argue with all my left friends that called conservatives racist because I thought they were just making this up. Then I got targeted by that group of people and it opened my eyes of, oh my God, this exists. I didn't know it exists because they left me alone because they thought I was.
So we're racist. So we're racist. Oh, I used to argue with my lefty friends. You are a lefty, you smuck. See, how am I doing not cursing, guys? See, I can do it. I can do it. Here's the deal. You're a lefty too. You mean you was talking with your lefty comrades about how the right is racist? And then you sit up here and want to put all of us up in like, oh my God, you so right, guys, because somebody called me a poo-poo head. They are all racist. Oh my goodness. First of all, you're not black. You're white. What is it they're talking about? How are you saying they were racist against you? Holy smokes.
Well, it's also a very small.
It's very small. And that's what Evan was referring to, though, and that comment.
Oh, you see where they clean it up. Oh, it was a very small group. Well, which one is it? Is it all of us, or is it a very small group? Are you going to take a little small group of people, okay, and say, oh, that's the entire conservative movement?
He was like, the customers that we lost, I would pay to leave because I don't want them associated with me. He was not calling conservatives racist.
Yeah. I went against you guys. I went against you.
Not calling anybody that supported Trump racist. He wasn't saying anything. We were talking about, hey, we don't want shitty people.
The shitty people that were attacking you, and I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the Groypers. They don't buy your coffee, dumbasses. They don't buy your coffee. So I don't understand what you're talking about. But I did. I basically had a subscription for Sarge. Now we found a better company, and I think I'm looking for other companies to basically alternate the coffee with him. You know what I'm saying? For him, because I don't drink coffee. All right. The thing about it is that I purchased coffee for Sarge from your company. And when you went out against Cal, I stopped giving you money. And so here it is that you all said that, hey, you want to get rid of us. You want to get rid of people like me who support Kyle. I never got any of my money. I never got any of my money back that I gave to you guys for buying that coffee for months. As a matter of fact, I think I was on there for a good 18 months.
To associate with our brand. That's pretty fucking cut and dry.
This is the conversation. So what do you think about racists?
I don't like them.
Racists can go fuck themselves.
Yes.
What are you saying? I'm racist?
Oh, fuck you, Chris. And then they twist this stuff. The reporter was in the art room. There is thousands, 3,000 different designs. You've seen Gary's office. It's a fucking, it's a masterpiece of fucking,
I've seen
of amazingness.
Brain.
Yes.
So
there is a pile that says hold, and on top of that pile was the design that Evan had done up with St. Michael,
he's
the patron saint of paratroopers, with an SBR putting his foot on Satan. The reporter goes, "Why is that on hold?" He's like, "Well, we were told by the legal department that this was added to the DOD's banned extremist images." He's like, "So we're going to look into that before we launch it."
By the way, I got some inside information. That image was not hold because St. Michael's was on the DOD's list. I knew I was telling the truth about this. I knew they were lying. When I did a search on this, I couldn't find it. I was like, I don't see any evidence on it. Come to find out, Evan put the art on hold because he didn't know which military weapon he wanted to have St. Michael's hold. That's the reason hold. When I say hold, actually aim at Satan's head. So the whole thing about the St. Michael stepping on Satan and that being equivalent to George Floyd and Derek Gavin, that was a lie. And the whole thing being that it was part of DOJ, that was a lie. Evan made that up to the reporter to sound like he was against the right and he was on the side of the left. I was like, that makes perfect sense now why his story keeps changing about St. Michael's. The hold had nothing to do with the DOD. It had nothing to do with it being listed as a banned symbol. The ADL don't know anything about it. This is the reason why you couldn't find it anywhere on the list. It's because it was hold for artistic reasons, and Evan went and lied, said it was basically on the DOD's hit list. So now I found out the truth, and that all of this is nothing but a bunch of bullshit. This was not, he was virtue signaling. Evan was virtue signaling to the reporter to say, see, we're just like you liberals. We like you, and we're against those evil white supremacists.
That was the conversation. Yeah. Why would we look into it before we launch it? Because we don't want Black Rifle Coffee as a brand added to a banned item on the DOD's list, saying if they came out and said you cannot display Black Rifle Coffee in a government facility, that affects our AFEs.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. This all is a lie. This all is a lie. Because here's the deal. If what he's saying is true, then that means they will have to ban all of the military personnel who have the tattoo. Okay, they would have to ban all of the civilian staff who have the pendant around their neck. So this is why you monkeys are always lying. I'm always catching you.
Stuff, all the stores on bases, like that is so detrimental to the business.
It also empowers racists to think that they have a large corporate ally somewhere. Like, hey, they won't really say it, but because they printed St. Michael, they're in.
But that turned into.
Can you believe this? The St. Michael image is now, they are actually saying that this is a white supremacist image, and that if they were to actually print out that image on their coffee bag, that would validate white supremacists. Like, fuck all of the veterans and the active military personnel, the active military soldiers who have that tattooed on their bodies and have always had that tattooed on their bodies for years and years. You know what I'm saying? Forget the Catholics that actually have that pendant around their necks. It's the white supremacy! White supremacy! White supremacy!
This is where stupid people, I will call you fucking stupid if you were part of this, that Evan was the deciding person that said St. Michael was racist. No.
Nobody said that. I said that he lied. He lied. He said that the DOD gave him a list and said that the St. Now, how would this come up in a conversation at the Pentagon? I don't know. But Evan said that he could not use the St. Michael's image because his friend at the Pentagon, who apparently works for the DOD, said that image was associated with George Floyd and Derek Chauvin. Did I call Derek Chauvin something else earlier? I might have misspoke. But yeah, Derek Chauvin, Officer Derek Chauvin, and George Floyd. That was the reason why, and white supremacists were using that symbol. That is what Evan said. Nobody said that Evan said that the St. Michael's image was racist. So yeah, nice non-argument there, buddy.
I jumped with a St. Michael pennant. Evan jumped with a St. Michael pennant. Matt had a St. Michael pennant. All of us were fans. That's why he was creating the art. We were just told, hey, this was added to a DOD banned list. Okay, well, let's look into it. And then also,
let's look into why.
Another argument.
If it's 5 people doing it, then we'll publish the thing. But if it's like 10,000 assholes that started some militia group in the woods that hate black people, then we're not going to publish that. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Always bring black people in it. I'm going to show you how woke I am. You know, if it's a bunch of white supremacists in the militia that hate black people, we're not going to publish it, whatever. These people are so... Why can't you guys see that these guys are so full of shit? Okay. All right. Let me just get to the good part, okay? I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. I don't want to listen to no more lies. Let me go right to the part where they agreed to, well, this one right here, okay? Agreed to Dox Alex Jones. Okay, I found it. Get ready for this. Oh my God, this is gonna blow your mind. These people over at Black Rifle Coffee, they are a piece of shit. Get ready, taters.
You're a hater little bitch that's an incel living in your mom's basement. You've not achieved shit in your life. And half of these motherfuckers, like that fat cunt Alex Jones down the road here, and by the way, I'm going to publish his fucking address soon, talking all this shit about no, fuck him. All that shit about no, fuck that guy. All this
so you see what I'm saying? The guys who run the podcast, I'm not going to mention their names, but the guys who run the podcast said, hey man, nah, don't dox him, don't dox him. And what did this piece of shit from Black Rifle Coffee says? No, fuck that guy, fuck the guy. You guys need to warn Alex Jones right now. You need to warn him right now because the staff at Black Rifle Coffee Company got their fifi hurt. He gonna dox Alex Jones. Y'all go warn Alex. These motherfuckers are crazy. They are crazy. Let's continue to listen to. Actually, let me rewind it just a little bit so you can listen to all of it. Okay, I'm just gonna let it play completely.
About no, fuck him. All that shit about no cell living in your mom's basement. You've not achieved shit in your life. And half of these motherfuckers, like that fat cunt Alex Jones down the road here. And by the way, I'm going to publish his fucking address soon. Talking all this shit about no, fuck him. All that shit about no, fuck that guy. All this shit about calling them fucking cowards. Are you fucking kidding me? This dude hasn't lifted one of his fat sausage fingers in defense of this fucking country. Fuck that guy. You fucking kidding me?
My man.
So look at how uncomfortable they all are.
I just can't dox anybody.
He's got a point, though.
I absolutely.
And look at this. And look at him. He got a point. He got a point. Of course, you two work for the same fucked up liberal company. Of course, you're gonna say what is so bad is this is why, guys. If you ever find out who's doing the podcast, please don't attack their channel. Don't attack them. They hosted these two pieces of shit from Black Rifle Coffee, okay? They are trying to de-escalate it. They're very uncomfortable that this piece of shit wants to dox Alex Jones. So I'm just asking you, this is the reason why I'm not giving you guys the link. This is the reason why I'm not actually showing you their channel. I'm trying to, because they're innocent in this. These two invited, the two guys who owns this podcast invited these two pieces of shit from Black Rifle Coffee onto their show to tell their side of the story. And now these motherfuckers want to sit up here and goddamn dox Alex Jones. So I just want you guys to understand this, okay?
You fucking kidding me?
My man.
We just can't dox anybody.
He's got a point, though.
I absolutely will. Fuck him.
So did you hear the podcaster said you just can't dox Alex Jones? You just can't dox anybody. And then this piece of shit, like, he got a point. And then he goes, fuck that guy. So the guys who own the podcast are saying, hey, dude, don't dox him. That's not right. And he was like, fuck him. So do you understand the people who love to dox the most are liberals? Liberals love to dox. You expect us to believe that these monkeys are fucking conservatives? Really? You expect us to believe that shit? I keep telling you guys over and over how many times I have to be right. And I want you to keep in mind, think about the people who still support these motherfuckers. Think about the people who still support these assholes who want to dox someone just because he hurt their fifis. Oh, but it gets better. Watch this. Hold on. It gets even better.
He's got a point, though.
I absolutely will. Fuck him. He's not entitled when all of his proud boy cunt motherfucking piece of shit followers are out there looking up his address and Evan's address and Matt's address and just regular employees of the company's addresses and putting them online along with their personal, not business, but personal email addresses and phone number. Fuck him.
Yeah, who did that, by the way?
Proud Boys did that. Fuck every single one of those.
So not Alex Jones. So first of all, let's break this down, okay? He wants to dox Alex Jones because Alex Jones' Proud Boy followers, by the way, I'm going to need to see some evidence of that. So he's calling all of Alex Jones's audience members Proud Boys. Let that shit sink in. So once again, remember, Evan called all of us on the right, those of us who are patriots, those of us who are conservatives, they called us Proud Boyish. So that's a slur. So when the host of the podcast asked this piece of shit, hey, who did that? He says, Alex Jones Proud Boy followers. And then he said, and then he goes, yeah, the Proud Boys doxed us, but not Alex Jones. Alex Jones didn't dox you. And by the way, I'm going to need some evidence to see the Proud Boys dox you. See, this is what liberals do. They sit up here and they make vague statements without proving their point, without proving their claim. There is no evidence that anybody from the Proud Boy organization doxed them. He's just pulling that lie out of his ass to justify his evil deed of doxing Alex Jones. This is what I want you guys to understand. Alex Jones did nothing to him but except talk against Black Rifle Coffee, and they hurt their feelings. So now these fuckers want to dox Alex Jones. So then when the host of the podcast said, well, who did that? He goes, the Proud Boys did it. Then why do you want to dox Alex Jones? And also, I'm going to see some receipts that the Proud Boys did it. Of course, they're lying. This is a lie. The Proud Boys didn't dox them. The Proud Boys didn't do any of that. The Proud Boys is now a slur for the left. And I keep telling you guys, Black Rifle Coffee is the liberals. I keep saying this since November. I keep telling how many times I got to be right about these fuckers.
Because I saw that leak from some of your employees that's some were
dude, that's another
to.
thing. Like you had a big level reporter posting screenshots of 2 of our employees' political donations last year. It's like, you do realize that you cannot choose, to hire or fire someone over their political background.
Right.
Okay, it's not the fact that we are trying to hire or fire you motherfuckers, okay? Okay, I'm not going to listen to more after this because they're going to justify why they gave money to people. Oh, actually, I'll go ahead and let you guys listen to this. Listen to this bullshit. No.
And I don't care.
After this, I'm
what
going to
doesn't
cut it
make
off.
sense is at one second they beat their chest about how they're patriots and about freedom, and in the same breath they fucking talk about anybody that says anything good about the left can fucking burn in hell. It's like, shut up, you nerds.
Shut the fuck up, you bitch-made motherfucker. It's not the fact that anybody's saying anything nice. You monkeys donated to Biden. You fucking donated to Tulsi Gabbard. You donated to Obama. You donated to Hillary Clinton. You donated to rhinos like McCain and goddamn Dan Crenshaw. They're all against the Second Amendment. See, the thing about it is that you motherfuckers have a AR-15 as your logo for Black Rifle Coffee. Your fucking name is called Black Rifle Coffee, but you finance politicians who want to take rifles away from ordinary citizens like us. You low IQ roach. And then you motherfuckers said you voted for Trump, but you never gave no money to him. Your logo, you say your logo is supporting pro-Second Amendment rights, but you donate to anti-Second Amendment politicians. That's what we have a problem with. We have a problem with that. You are a lying piece of shit, all of you. All of you all are lying pieces of shit. And yeah, doxing lying pieces of shit now. And now that you got caught, you want to sit up here and you still won't shut the fuck up. That's what trips me out. But I'm on your ass. You won't forget me. I know you guys know about me. Bitch ass motherfuckers. I can't stand you people. And I'm like, okay. Let me just calm down. Here's the deal. Patriots, listen to me. You guys, how many times I got to be right about this company? How many times I got to be right about them, huh? Black Rifle Coffee, they are fucking traitors. They're infiltrators, actually. They are liberals posing as conservatives. That's the reason why most of their donations went to gun-stealing politicians on the left, the demon rats. That's the reason why they finance them and not our team. If these motherfuckers were really pro-Second Amendment, why do they support politicians that are against the Second Amendment? How many times they have to show you their true colors? And the fact that they're trying to dox Alex Jones, that should be, if any of you all were on the fence, this should be the last nail in the coffin for you all. The last nail was, for me, was last November. And I haven't moved an inch. I hate these guys. I'm going to continue to hate these guys. And you know what? If you call yourself a conservative, I don't give a shit if you're a centrist, okay? But if you call yourself a conservative and you still support these motherfuckers, you are a piece of shit. There's nothing conservative about you. You're a fucking grifter. All right. I didn't mean to get this mad, but I'm going to end the video right now. So, as always, because this video has been demonetized, if you want to make a donation, you can do so. Link is available in the description box, and as well as the pinned comment. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. But please go warn Alex Jones that these crazy ass Democrat veterans are out to dox him, and they're probably going to dox him to other crazy ass veterans that are on the left, like Antifa and motherfuckers from Black Lives Matter. There are some veterans that actually join Antifa and actually join Black Lives Matter. So don't let the word, I told you guys, stop looking at veterans as a monolithic group. They're not. They're just different, just like everybody else. This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to share it, and I will see you on the next one. Later, taters.